Hey y'all, what's up? What's up? Back at you again, and I'm coming from a different parking lot. I want to talk about 5 types of sex women will have with a man. 5 types of sex women will have. Yeah, and yeah, I'm coming from a different background this time. I had to go to my complicated relationship gym. Man, some real players that know what I'm saying. I had to go there today. My main gym had some water issue, so I had to go to the complicated relationship gym. I'm gonna see who picked up on that. If you picked up on that, just say one in the comments. Yeah, anybody else who don't pick up on it or they gotta ask about it, I ain't gonna answer. That means you really ain't where you think you had at the game. Anyway, right? Um, 5 types of sex women will have with a man because you know what, I had somebody on my video yesterday. They said, well, a handsome man with a dad bod will still get some sex just as not as much as a guy with an athletic build. Let's be clear out here. Unless you just totally fucked up, you can get sex. Shit, women giving it away. You can get sex. It's the quality of sex you give. I'm gonna shout out cousin T-Taw. Because before I came to the gym, I checked out his video. He was talking about the 5 levels of pussy. Well, levels of pussy. He didn't say 5, but you know, there's different levels of pussy. I was like, damn, let me listen to this so I don't bite off anything. You could say this is kind of complimentary, not a response though, because I was going to do this anyway. I told y'all yesterday I was going to do this. But 5 types. Let me get this car started. Man, somebody said this old bucket sounds good. I'm like, huh? Really? Man, I drive this because it's paid for and it rolls. I might get a new one. I might get a new one next year. I was gonna say the type of car I get, but I'll start some shit with somebody. I'll start some shit with somebody if I say this, so I ain't gonna go. Yeah. Anyway, right? Yeah, 5 types. You know, the first type really is just pity sex. And before I even get into it, the reason I'm saying people dudes be getting some, but you're not really getting some. In fact, I've had several women tell me that several women. I said that on another video. A woman will tell you, if they honest with you, they'll say men don't get from women what they could get, even sexually. But when you get into the 5 types, and really there's more. There's more. I ain't even counting the starfish type. I don't even count that as sex. You just masturbating with a living, breathing dummy. Anyway, first there's pity sex. That's the lowest. And usually women might give that. They feel sorry for you or something. They might be cool with you and say, damn, this motherfucker ain't getting no pussy or whatever. Or it be some emotional shit. And sometimes women got it like that. They got it. Actually, women, if y'all start fucking around, women got it in their capacity to fuck whoever. Even a guy that would be considered non-select. But that's complicated why that's the reason anyway. Oh man, there's a bird right there. What's that a bird? Oh, nah, that's just some piece of something. I thought that bird was just sitting there chilling like, yeah, maybe run me over. Anyway. There's that pity sex. Now, the woman, she don't really have no lust. She might like the dude, obviously. She'll like him to some extent, like, you know, good person. Probably don't have no real attraction for him, but feel sorry for him, give him some. And there's some women who do that, but she ain't gonna have no total lust. And she probably won't enjoy it. You know, she might have to call her alpha showpiece up afterwards to finish her off. Right? And then you got what I call easy sex. That's a big range in that. There's a big range in the easy sex. The easy sex, I would also call it scratch and itch sex. Sometimes, okay, y'all remember when I was doing that, those reviews of Insecure, and the Issa Rae character, Issa, yeah, that's creative writing, well, lazy writing, really. The main character, Issa, just had to get some, so she You know, went to the apartment of this dude named Eddie who just happened to live in a building. And they did their thing, and you could tell it's awkward or something. And usually that's another, that's one situation they just want some. You got a bunch of women who are just easy. I wouldn't even call them sluts. That's not really a way to call it, because slut can be in these other categories of sex. But let's just say there's some women who are more receptive than average, and I'm gonna get into that in a video tomorrow, because that's kind of deep. That gets into some exceptions to that select non-select paradigm. There are exceptions, but these women are just easy. They easy. They have an itch to scratch, whatever. But the sex there amounts to little. It's not even really about you. You just happen to be there on the spot. And she ain't gonna necessarily get off, but some women, they don't even look to get off. They just might, they just might want some dick in them just for whatever reason. Companionship, just something to do, whatever. But it's not gonna be like, that like bomb ass shit. She ain't coming off the chandelier. And in fact, she might even get annoyed if you try to make the shit too complicated. And as long as you understand, she might like you in a way, but don't think that she won't fuck your best friend right afterwards. Yeah, that's an interesting one in itself. That is almost a single video. And like I said, I'll get into that tomorrow. And then there's the one most people, most guys, at least at one time, engaged in this, and that's transactional sex. Because remember, I talked about acculturated prostitutes, or as the esteemed Warren Bees would call them, acceptable hoes. And that's a lot of women out here. See, that's the type of woman, she'll sleep with you after you took her to Red Lobster. Yeah, I'm going to say Red Lobster, because that's all they need sometimes. They're fucking. Get their nails done. They'll fuck you. Pay their rent. Oh, they'll fuck you. But they might not necessarily be getting off on you. You're still not getting their best sex because they're not into you. In order for a woman to really get her best sex, she has to lust you, and I'm gonna get to that point. But it's like you trading something, like she's doing it as a trade, and she's engaging her vagina as a tool of trade. And there's some place I can go with that, but once again, I'll shout out cousin Tito. I'll let him do that video, because that was deep as shit when he mentioned it. I was like, damn, you're right. But that's just a tool of trade. A lot of women out here, you know what? They even call them acceptable hoes, sex traders. And see, a lot of guys get fooled by that. They think, I got this money and status, I can get this woman. Yeah, you do get some woman, but you ain't getting the woman. You're not getting her soul. You getting a tool for trade. She might as well, honestly, she might as well be a server at a restaurant. That's pretty much what you get. Like, you get a female servers at restaurants. They a little extra friendly if they want to get that tip. That's basically what you get. And you get some women like that. They don't have a problem trading that vagina for whatever. Mail order wives. Like, people be going to these other countries to get wives. That's what you're dealing with. It's a transactional thing. You got to deliver. And they'll just give you just enough. They ain't really get enough. They'll give you just enough to keep the money flowing. It really is good customer service. Or if that woman she likes to eat, you the type going to take her to all these fancy restaurants. She'll give you just enough. You think you doing something, and shoot, she'll fake it like it. And she might get something out of it. Just very little. But the main thing she's looking at you for is that transaction. Like, if you say, look, I ain't taking you to Red Lobster or Phillips or that fancy restaurant, you ain't getting them. She'll cut you off. Like, if any guy feel like he's in that type of relationship, here's what you do. Tell her, let's just go to the park. And she might go that one time, not spending money, just say, okay, let me play this game with her. Do it 2 or 3 times. And if she all of a sudden get busy, you're in a transactional sex relationship. And see, a lot of guys, they still, yeah. That's one thing I argue with any guy over. Do you really want, if you don't get that woman's soul, that woman can set you up. A lot of dudes been killed that way. They thought they had a woman, and they get with some other crazy dude who don't have a problem putting a bullet in your head. If you like, and I've seen that. I actually knew a dude. And this was at this seminar I told y'all about. I had nothing but like convicted felons in there. And one said he'd go outside, he'll go to the dude's house, honk his horn for the woman, and dare the dude to come out and say something. This was a real thug. He said that shit. The woman come her ass out. The dude just be sitting in there scowling at him. And the dude would have money. Seriously. Yeah, but some dudes hard-headed. They got to find out the hard way. So that's transactional sex. And then better than that is relationship sex. Now, that sex is decent for a guy, but usually in that case, the woman, you're in a relationship. Most women in a relationship know they got to give up the punani. Even though regardless, but a lot of times what it is, the woman likes the guy, married him, realize he make a good husband, father, good guy to hang out with, really good boyfriend. They have a lot of fun outside the bedroom, but he ain't ringing no bells in the bedroom. And because of that, she's not really giving, it's not even so much she's not giving her best, she's not motivated to. Because she really she's not turned on. She don't have like that carnal lust for the person. Like I said, she liked the guy, that whole like love him but not in love with him. That's the deal with that. Love him but not in love with him. Oh yeah, I got these gloves on. It really is cold out this motherfucker. It's like, damn. And somebody say global warming ain't real. But anyway. Yeah, so that relationship sex, and a lot of people have that, but see, those women, they'll have that good guy, but, take that trip to Jamaica. Go find that Jamaican dude. Shoot, Eddie Murphy told y'all about that back in the 80s. Hell, some women had told me about that early 80s. I told you, women will tell you shit if you like shut up and don't judge them. They'll tell you everything. So, all right, so you got the relationship sex, but then the best sex is always that where she lusts your body, like she turned on, like in a conversation, she's like, damn, look at those chests, look at those shoulders. Shit. Hell. For those who question, like I've had some people question it, because I've said sometimes, like I still get some women to holler at me. And they be like, I don't see it. Well, check my Instagram. I just uploaded a picture. That's probably one of the few full body shots I've ever shot, like in some gym clothes. Yeah, I'll be like, oh, okay. Tell me if those women is shit. Tell me. In fact, I know the women see their chest and those shoulders. They love that. And I ain't even at my like maximum. I ain't even at my like, as a friend would call it, boiling point yet. So, yeah, that lustful sex. Now, the lustful sex, that's when the woman let the fuck go. That's when she started doing, that's when that church lady does all the nasty shit. That's the only way to put it. When I say nasty shit, nasty, deprived shit. Like she just get off. Because here's a secret for some of y'all, and well, most of y'all, because I'm just going to be real. I ain't trying to be disrespectful, but most guys haven't really seen a woman at when she really let go. You can touch a woman on like her ankle or something, and she can have an orgasm if she's fully aroused. And that's not like an erogenous spot. In the reality, people talk about erogenous spots, but if a woman's fully aroused, every part of her skin is an erogenous spot. In fact, you don't even have to touch her. You can just have your hand about 6 inches away from her, and she gonna feel it. She gonna feel it. You be across the room. Shit, I know this dude, he be in the room with the room. He be asleep and she be coming. She just be sitting there coming, dude, sleep. So when a woman's aroused, I don't think dudes understand. You know what? That's a paid video. That's a webinar with my private folks. When a woman's fully aroused, you can just look at her. You can go and walk in the room, dip your head to her, be like, shit. She'd be like, ah! Like I've had some people, I had a couple dudes in my comments ask about like getting a woman off just by eye contact. You can, but you gotta have a combination of things behind that. And it's a pure energy thing. Because if you really understand women, the key to really dealing with them is energy. Let me move the fuck up. But yeah, the key to dealing with them is energy. But then that lustful level, that's something. Honestly, that's something I wish every man could truly experience. And you can't experience it with a hoe. They can give you something, but at the end of the day, she acting. It gotta be a woman who come to you freely, like no transactional shit, no pity shit, not even a relationship thing, but she just come to you because she just have that much lust. That shit might scare some people, honestly. Now that I think about it. But it's an incredible sight because a woman is totally surrendered to the moment. She don't give a fuck about her job, bills, what the fuck's going on in the world, global warming, feeding any kids, even our own kids. That's why you get some women, they can have a good husband at home, take care of everything and live well, but they get that guy that turn them out to that level, and they'll roll out. There's stories out there about that. I've known some occasions of that. They're sleeping in an abandoned house on an air mattress with that type of guy. But anyway, those are the 5 types, and you can always come up with some more if you really think about it. But just understand the whole point of me even sharing that. A lot of guys ain't really. You can still get some, regardless. You don't even have to work out or whatever. But it's the quality of what you get. And then, there's some other stuff too. I might get into that tomorrow. But it's still the quality of what you're getting. Because I'm going to tell you what, if you've had sex with more than 20 women in your life, you understand all sex ain't the same. In fact, sometimes it's a waste of time. It can be a waste of time. You get with the wrong woman, it's a waste of time, man. You'd have been better off just getting some Vaseline and pulling on your dick. So, anyway, that's it for now. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace and blessings.